How's it going? So I just want to talk about real quick about this game. It's kind of like it's a good example of how to carry in lower elo brackets, I suppose, maybe to some extent. Because look, I was honestly surprised by Trundle. Look at my team. Like, this is classic winner's queue. Classic winner's queue. Look at my team. Like, 75% winner, 60. Bot lane is pretty good, right? OP champions. Everything is good. The only thing, the only win condition was if Kale gets fed. And I know Trundle is not super good into Kale because Trundle is running at you and Kale can just slow him and smack him from a distance for free. And unless player is like Smurf, some kind of a very high elo Smurf player, I don't know if he'll be... I didn't, like, it's hard to outplay it. Like, it's kind of like Teemo into Tryndamere. Teemo naturally wins, right? But if he's playing against me, he's going to Omega Feed because I know how to overcome the limitations of the matchup, right? So look, I'll just tell you, I'll just walk you through a little bit of decision making. So Lissandra was mid lane. And let's just jump a little bit into the game. Yeah. Where did I get the kill? I think I got a kill on Lissandra. Yeah, I think I killed Lissandra. Okay, so there were two things that were annoying the shit out of me. Our jungler was not pathing correctly because he just did not prioritize dragons, and he allowed multiple times Udyr to uncontestably try play for the dragon. So in here I was like, shit, okay, I need to make sure that we get the drakes, right? So naturally I pushed the lanes. I was like, okay, and I know for a fact that Udyr is on the dragon, right? So I was like, okay, I'm gonna push the lane. Now, the reason why I'm talking about this specifically is because this Lissandra is Omega noob. Omega. Look at his farm. Like, he can't farm for shit, right? And Lissandra as a champion is a dog shit champion. It's a bad champion, alright? So even if she gets ahead in farm, even if she equalizes the farm, she is a useless champion. So, okay, so there are two ways they can win. They can either go with the soul, right, win, or they can go Kale win, which is Kale gets Omega fed, reaches level 16 and becomes obnoxious. Alright? Because now Lissandra becomes useful. Because Lissandra can CC and Kale is gonna just murder everyone. Alright? So I need to make sure that two things do not happen. One, Kale does not get fed, and two, dragon, we control the dragon, right? So you see, I completely abandoned the lane. Because you have to understand, lane is pushing into me. This is a kill on Lissandra, and I'm walking away from it because Lissandra has no flash, right? I have all my sums up to kill her, and I have boots, she does not. This is a free kill, and this guy was spamming his ability, this ability. Do you know the one? It's kind of like a flash. For just to clear minions. I was like, okay, this guy's a noob, whatever, right? So he's not gonna be a problem. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna prioritize dragons, so we get the dragon. And these snowballs in one lane, they were already winning anyway, right? At this stage, I don't give a shit about my lane, right? So now I'm making sure to go and help Trundle, because I'm seeing that he's struggling a bit. Again, I looked at the items of Kale, I'm like, oh shit, she went for the group. I don't know, I don't think it's a good idea, but whatever. Because she won't have any damage, right? So you see, I'm just starting to wave clear at this stage. And just pathing top. Like, if you just look at the game, I'm like sitting top lane. Sitting in there. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm kind of... here I went prematurely. But this is... Honestly, I was assuming my team would have pushed, but they didn't because, I mean, this is not exactly diamond tier elo, right? So, I'm okay with her burning flash and ult. I'm completely fine with that because I'm going to regank for sure, right? Because Kale ult is about 12 years. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like it's obnoxiously long. Obnoxiously long. Right? Okay. Obviously, the enemy team starts. So we get 2 kills, easy peasy, right? Now I stabilize, you see I stabilized through the lane. So I asked him to go mid, but he didn't, okay? So now I'm going to stabilize his lane, because you have to push the lane, it's going to bounce. Fine, I'm wasting with your time. But you see, like, all this time, Lissandra is, like, doing whatever the hell she wants, and I don't give a shit about it. I completely don't care. And you see, like, I'm going to push the lane, and I'm gonna go top again. Right? So I'm gonna push the push. I'm waiting for... What am I waiting for? Oh yeah, I wanted a bit more crit, because I wanted to guarantee some kills. Now we have Dragon. Okay, so I prioritize Dragon. Okay. Okay, red is OP. Actually, I think red is more OP than Baron, right? So now Trundle is pushing. Okay, so now I'm gonna path top again. So I'm gonna finish off Senna. I'm gonna... At this stage, I was thinking, what's happening? Is the lane in good shape? Lane is in good shape. I'm gonna freeze it for him. Right? So you see, like, the lane is frozen. Okay. The reason why I do that is because he has a TP. He's going to farm it up. Kayle is going to come in. She has no ult. We're going to gank. I have red buff. Guaranteed kill 100%. She can't do anything. But for some reason, Trundle decides to, you know what, I'm going to wait for... I don't know what he was waiting for, but I think he was waiting for Hydra. And that's... I don't know if it's helpful, because now he's pushing the lane all the time. And this guy has been killed multiple times. So he's gank-prone player, and he's buying Hydra. He's basically going to kill himself. But that's fine. It's still fine. You see, I'm still prioritizing top. So you see, like, we'll kill the jungler. We'll kill the Kayle. Trundle dies again, right? I'm gonna push this lane so it bounces. Okay. Take this thing. I go mid again. I go bot now, because the bot lane won. And that's pretty much game. I think that's what was pretty much. Yeah. But you see, like, I could have just killed Lissandra 6 times. Or whatever. I could have killed her like 8 times. I could have simply stopped her from playing the game. But the problem is, then they could have won by dragons or by Kayle getting fed. Do you understand? So Lissandra is not a problem in this game. Do you understand what I'm saying? And putting her behind does not really do a lot. So you have to think in terms of prioritization. So you can make a list in your head of priorities. Kind of like, okay, when you're playing, let's say you killed the enemy. What's more important, to buy Infinity Edge or go take the dragon? Dragon is more important. What is more important? Kill and take the inhibitor or take the Baron. Baron is more important. Do you understand? There are a bunch of shit that you can do in the game, and when you think about it, okay, what is the highest priority? Is killing Lissandra? So I have a list of options. I can go kill Lissandra or I can secure Dragon. I went secure Dragon, right? I can kill Lissandra or I can go help Trundle, make sure Kayle does not get fed. Go kill Kayle, make sure she doesn't get... is a higher priority item. Do you understand? So you're gonna get that in business where you have so much shit to do. There's not enough time in the day. So you have to prioritize and make sure you're doing the most important thing possible. Right? And in here it was stopping Kayle from getting fed and taking the drakes. So you see, like, normally I have like 12 kills, but there was a chance that I could have lost the game if I got to 12 kills, because if Kayle gets 6 kills and they have Dragon Soul, my 12 kills will not matter. Do you know what I mean? Because now my Trundle is behind, right? And this guy, I don't know, I was expecting more from him, honestly, but... And now, and you see, like, well, our bot lane was kind of very, very good. But you get what I'm saying. Like, you get what I'm saying is that, like, sometimes you have to let go of some things that... I like to get high kill games, you know what I'm saying? But, like, I prefer to win over high KDA games, you know what I mean? So I'm just saying that, you know... But again, all of that comes from watching replays and watching other high players play. But honestly, watching their streams is enough, because a lot of the times they talk about why they're making certain decisions. Holy shit, I won on this account again. Oh my god. The KDA in here is gonna be insane. Insane. But bottom line, what I'm trying to say is, sometimes you see, if you're losing games and you don't understand why, look at your priorities. Look at your priorities. Like, are you prioritizing correctly? Because you could say, like a player could say, oh, I killed Lissandra like 6 times and we still lost. But that's because Kale got fed. 47 KDA on this account. Holy smokes. 47 KDA. But okay, but do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, because Kale is, I don't respect her as a champion, but if she gets to level 16 and she gets enough kills with shit like, with hard CC like Lissandra, she can just smoke your entire team. Unless she builds some dog shit items. And I think this guy was on the path to building dog shit items, right? I'm not sure what Kale build is, but I'm not sure about these boots. I mean, what is this? I think she goes lethal tempo as well, right? Why does she need this? She has sustain anyway. And she's against Trundle. Not like Trundle is going to run her down, you know? Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is, make sure you're prioritizing correctly objectives. Alright? And it's always like, if you want to think, okay, what is the most important thing? Dragon Soul, or for example, Baron or Dragon. Most of the time, Baron is more important. What is more important? Inting for Herald, or pushing, or punishing your... Because I see like low elo players, they do this all the time. They go and they int for Herald, and like the enemy is like, there's three players taking the Herald, and he's just like, lanes are not pushed, right? Lanes are not pushed. And he's trying to steal the Herald. Like, when in that situation, just go and take the enemy jungle. Forget about the Herald. Take the enemy jungle. Punish him. Because you dying for free is not going to help you. Okay? And you can always kind of like write to me and ask me. But honestly, like, there are so many guides on how to prioritize shit. It's very hard to say like what is better, generally speaking. Generally speaking, like, teamfight is the most important, probably. Like, if you're thinking, okay, I don't know, you see, it's situational as well. Because sometimes you want to take the red buff before you go into a teamfight, even though it already started. Because you know you can clean up, you have like 12 kills, and that red buff guarantees you a quadra kill, right? But if you go without red buff, not guaranteed, right? So it's very situational. Oh my god. How can I just like transfer all this knowledge into... We need some kind of a system, you know. I'm always amazed by that sci-fi stuff where there is the Borg. Like, I like this race, the Borg, because when I learn something, everyone on the planet Earth learns something. It's so cool. So it's like collective mind, I suppose. It's so cool. Imagine I get a PhD and everyone gets a PhD at the same time. Holy shit. If somebody else studies somewhere biology and I get the same knowledge immediately, man, that's so cool. That is so cool. I'm always jealous of stuff like that. Anyway, but okay, again, the point I'm trying to make of the game is that make sure you're prioritizing correctly, alright? And if you don't know what priorities are, get good. No, he joined the dark side. I have joined the dark side. I joined the get good. I'm talking about, like, you need to get coaching that. Right? Because now you're playing the league of carry. Your teammates are not the problem. If you're losing the games, your teammates are not the problem. For sure. Right? Because this game was, I mean, they have interests on both sides. right? And your team is for sure better, for sure. Because if you look at the win rate of these guys, they were so bad. I screenshotted it, but I changed my... Let me see if I can find it. One sec. Yeah, you used to be able to press, I think, print screen, and then League would take a screenshot, but I changed print screen to a... It's like a Windows thing now, so it didn't screenshot. But I mean, you can see those guys are not super good, you know? Like their Senna was just obnoxiously bad. I mean, 30% win rate or something like that, right? Yeah. Look. It doesn't play Senna, I think. Yeah, you see, his first time in Senna. And overall, his performance... I mean, he plays every single role. I mean, he's not going to be good. This guy was not very good as well. You see, again, he doesn't even play this role. I mean, again, like, these players, do you know what I'm saying? Look, he's jungle main, plays mid... Oh, no. Why is Vigor here? I don't get why is Vigor here. Again, you see, like, it's just some first timing bullshit. And this guy, I think, was first timing as well. But I don't get, how can you first time champion so much? It's like, people say, oh, they're first time being champions. Dude, they do it all the time. They do it in ranked as well. This guy was out of field, I think. Doesn't play with you. I think he's a top laner, right? He's a top laner, yeah, I can see. And compare that, like, that's pure winner's queue. Look at my team. 75, 60, 100, 41, 43 OP champs. I don't know about Aphelios, but I mean, Leona is for sure OP. This is for sure OP. This is for sure. Oh, man, when I get a Trundle on my team, it's like, I say hallelujah. It's like, that is busted. Broken ass champ. So is Mordekaiser. It's like, for me, seeing Trundle on my team and Mordekaiser is like Christmas, you know? And Lissandra, I don't know, I don't think even... I think it's like 33% win rate or something like that. Yeah, you see. Dude, how are they playing so many champions? I don't get it. Holy smokes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, you will have never, ever... Like, how is Lilia related to Leona? I understand when you play Tryndamere and Jax. They are both auto-attackers. They're fairly similar. They both have hard engage and they are all-in champions. But how is Lilia, which is a poke champion, jungler, related to Leona, who is a support all-in? Who is then in turn related to... How is Leona related to Son and Lulu? Like, I don't get these players, do you know what I'm saying? Like, of course you're gonna be shit. You're playing like... You're trying to be an accountant, a solicitor, an engineer, a doctor, all at the same time. You're gonna be like shit at everything. Because there's just... Humans cannot do that. Oh, anyway, take care, bye-bye.